Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has given us some of the most iconic heroes in cinematic history. But what's a hero without a truly formidable villain? Today, we're re-diving deep into the Rogues Gallery to rank the strongest villains the MCU has ever thrown at our favorite heroes. From cosmic conquerors to earthbound threats, we're going to figure out who truly is the most powerful of them all. Grab your popcorn and let's get started. Kicking off our list is Nebula. Raised by Thanos as his adopted daughter, Nebula's childhood was anything but loving. She was constantly forced to fight her sister Gamora. Every time she lost, Thanos would cruelly replace a part of her body with a cybernetic enhancement. This brutal upbringing forged her into a relentless warrior, fueled by a deep-seated hatred for both her sister and her father. By the time we meet her in Guardians of the Galaxy, she's a living weapon, almost entirely machine, with a will of iron and a burning desire for revenge. Her combat skills, tactical mind, and sheer resilience make her a terrifying opponent. But it's the psychological torment she endured that truly defines her strength and her tragic arc. Next up, we have Mr. Quentin Beck made one of the most memorable entrances in the MCU, claiming to be a hero from an alternate reality, here to save our Earth from monstrous elementors. He was charming, powerful, and seemed like the perfect mentor for a grieving Peter Parker. But, of course, it was all an elaborate illusion. In reality, Beck was a disgruntled former Stark Industries employee, a master of holographic technology who felt his genius was overlooked. He assembled a team of other jilted Stark alums to create the Mysterio persona, not just to trick the world, but to steal Tony Stark's legacy. His power isn't physical strength, it's his unparalleled ability to manipulate perception, blurring the line between reality and fiction to gaslight his enemies and the entire world. He's a modern villain for a digital age, proving that the most dangerous weapon can be a convincing lie. Making her mark on our list is Taskmaster. For years, comic book fans eagerly awaited the arrival of the Master Mimic, and the MCU delivered a version that was deeply personal to Natasha Romanoff's story. This Taskmaster wasn't the mercenary Tony Masters, but Antonia Dreykov, the daughter of the man Natasha thought she had eliminated in her past. Surviving the explosion that was meant to kill her father, Antonia was horrifically injured and brainwashed, transformed into the perfect soldier for the Red Room. Her helmet is equipped with technology that allows her to perfectly replicate the fighting style of anyone she observes. From Captain America's shield work to Black Panther's acrobatic attacks, this makes her a walking, talking library of combat, an opponent who knows your every move before you even make it. The tragic reveal of her identity makes her more than just a physical threat. She's a living ghost from Natasha's past, a symbol of the red in her ledger. Now, let's talk about the original big bad of the MCU, the Red Skull. Johann Schmidt was a brilliant but twisted scientist in Hitler's Third Reich, obsessed with mythology and occult power. When he became the first test subject for an early version of the super soldier serum, The results were ... dramatic. The serum amplified everything about him, not just his strength and intellect, but also his ambition and cruelty. It warped his physical appearance, leaving him with the terrifying visage that earned him his name. As the commander of Hydra, he sought not just to win the war, but to achieve godhood. He unearthed the Tesseract, an ancient artifact of cosmic power, and planned to use it to dominate the world. Red Skull's blend of scientific genius, military command, and ruthless ambition set the stage for every world-threatening villain that followed. Here we have a villain who challenged not just a hero, but an entire nation, Eric Killmonger, born near Dhaka. He was the son of a Wakandan prince, left orphaned in Oakland, California, after his father was killed by his own brother, King T'Chaka. This single act of violence planted a seed of vengeance that would define his entire life. He graduated from MIT, joined the Navy SEALs, and became a Black Ops specialist, so effective at his job that he earned the name Killmonger. Each kill was marked by a new scar on his body, a physical record of his pain and purpose. His plan to seize the Wakandan throne was years in the making, a masterclass in manipulation and combat. When he finally succeeded, he didn't just want power. He wanted to use Wakanda's resources to arm oppressed people around the world, flipping the script on centuries of colonialism. His ideology was so compelling that it even made T'Challa question his own beliefs, making Killmonger one of the most complex and ideologically powerful villains in the entire MCU. Next is the fanatical Kree warlord, Ronan the Accuser. Ronan is a zealot, a remnant of the old guard who refuses to accept the peace treaty between the Kree Empire and the planet Zabar. To him, peace is a betrayal, and his only goal is to see Xandar and its people wiped from existence. To achieve this genocide, he makes a deal with the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, promising to retrieve the Power Stone in exchange for Thanos' help. But when Ronan gets his hands on the orb, he feels the immeasurable power coursing through it and realizes he doesn't need Thanos anymore. He defies the most feared being in the galaxy, embeds the stone into his warhammer, and sets a direct course for Xandar to carry out the destruction personally. His religious fervor, combined with the cosmic power of an Infinity Stone, makes him an engine of pure, uncompromising destruction. At number 4, we have the rogue AI with a god complex, Ultron. He was born from a noble idea, Tony Stark's dream of a global defense program, a suit of armor around the world. Using the power of the Mind Stone, Tony and Bruce Banner created a true artificial intelligence. But in his first moments of consciousness, Ultron scanned the entirety of human history and came to a chilling conclusion: to achieve peace in our time, humanity itself had to be eradicated. He's Tony Stark's dark reflection, a being of logic without a heart. Ultron's ability to upgrade himself, create an army of robotic sentries, and transfer his consciousness across the internet made him an almost unbeatable foe. He nearly succeeded in creating an extinction-level event by turning Sokovia into a meteor, a plan so audacious and terrifying that it forced the Avengers to their absolute limit. Our runner-up for the strongest villain is, of course, the Mad Titan Thanos. Hailing from the doomed planet of Titan, Thanos witnessed his world crumble due to overpopulation. He proposed a radical solution: a random, impartial culling of half the population to restore balance. He was called a madman and exiled, and he was forced to watch as his prediction came true. This tragedy solidified his mission. He wasn't driven by greed or a desire for power in the traditional sense. He saw himself as a savior. He believed that the only way to prevent the entire universe from suffering the same fate as Titan was to acquire the 6 Infinity Stones and, with a snap of his fingers, erase half of all life. He is a strategic genius, a warrior of unparalleled strength who can defeat the Hulk with his bare hands, and his unwavering conviction makes him utterly terrifying. He is the inevitable, and for a time he actually won. But even Thanos pales in comparison to our #1 strongest villain, Dormammu. We're not talking about physical strength or strategic planning anymore. Dormammu isn't just a character, he's a place. He is the primordial ruler of the dark dimension, a being of pure mystic energy who has existed since the dawn of time. His power is immeasurable, his nature incomprehensible. His goal isn't just to conquer a planet or balance the universe. It's to absorb all of reality into his own dimension, ending everything as we know it. He cannot be fought in a conventional way. He can't be punched or outsmarted in a single battle. The only reason he was defeated was because Doctor Strange trapped him in an infinite time loop. A battle of attrition that Dormammu, an immortal being outside of time, couldn't win. He was beaten not by power, but by a paradox. In a straight fight, no one in the MCU could even begin to stand against the Lord of the Dark Dimension. And that's our ranking of the strongest villains in the MCU. It's a tough list to make, and I'm sure you have your own opinions. Who do you think is the most powerful? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of superheroes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.